thinking of a master plan. This ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I dig into my pocket on my money spent. Dig deeper, still coming up with length. So I start my mission, leave.
Few opening bars flipped hip-hop forever like that line did. Before Rakim, most MCs rode the beat on top. After Rakim, lyricists dove inside it, stacking internal rhymes, bending cadence, and treating words like instruments. Tonight, we rewind to where that seismic shift began. Chapter 1, Wyandanch Roots and the Making of William Griffin.
Hip-hop was a genre that was, created right, in the neighborhood. We got people, breakdancing and spinning on their back, and spinning on their head. You got DJs that was DJing, spinning around. It was, entertaining. Better yet, it was also informal. It was for us, you know what I mean? And it gave us a sense of direction. It gave us a feeling of being a part of something.
Rakim was born William Michael Griffin Jr. on January 28, 1968, and raised in Wyandanch, a working-class, predominantly black community in Long Island, New York. Close enough to feel New York City's cultural shockwaves, but far enough that local block parties and school gyms were the stages that mattered first. Music ran through the family. Jazz, gospel, and R&B records cycled through the house. Young William picked up the saxophone and learned to feel pocket and tone before he ever grabbed the mic. That musicality would later guide his famously laid-back, behind-the-beat flow. Teen years brought park jams, tapes traded between boroughs, and the spreading influence of the 5% Nation. Adopting lessons in wordplay, numerology, and spiritual science, Griffin took the name Rakim Allah, and his pen got deeper, more coded, more deliberate. Chapter 2, Local Buzz, Tapes, and the Search for a Voice. While NYC legends like Run DMC and Kool Moe Dee defined broad-stroke rhyme styles, Rakim obsessed over syllables. He filled notebooks with long, unbroken rhyme chains, rhythms mapped more like drum patterns than sing-song chants. Cassette culture was everything. Neighborhood pause tapes and live party recordings circulated his early verses. Word began to travel past Long Island. Meanwhile, in Queens, DJ Eric Berrier, aka Eric B., moving through the WBLS radio orbit, was hunting for a next-level MC. A mutual contact, often credited promoter Alvin Toney, connected the two. One studio meet later, the chemistry was instant. Eric B's heavy sample anchor grooves under Rakim's cool-tempered avalanche of syllables.
I kick a hole in the speaker, pull a plug, then I jet.
Once upon a rhyme, the time late 60s, dark age of history. Murders and mysteries, the future was misty. Leaders was...
Chapter 3, Eric B is president, and the door kicks open. Recorded in Marley Marl's Queensbridge studio environment, the single Eric B is President hit like a warning shot. Eric B's James Brown loops thumped. Rakim's calm but relentless delivery sounded alien next to the era's shout rap norm. DJs ran it. Streets memorized it, and labels noticed. The record formally introduced Eric B and Rakim and set up a debut album deal with 4th and B-Way Records. The culture had felt a draft. A storm was coming.
Chapter 4, Paid in Full redefines the art of being an MC. Released in 1987, Paid in Full didn't just sell, it reset expectations. Tracks like I Ain't No Joke, I Know You Got Soul, and the title cut showcased elongated internal rhyme strings, conversational breath control, and spiritual imagery braided into brag bars. Rakim often entered early or late against the snare, creating jazz-like syncopation that producers and MCs studied for decades. The album's global breakthrough remix, Cold Cuts, 7 Minutes of Madness, catapulted the duo into international dance and alternative scenes, proving hip-hop could mutate across borders without losing lyrical edge.
I don't bug out of chill or be acting ill. No tricks in 86, it's time to build. Eric.
Chapter 5, Follow the Leader and the Art of Elevation. 1 year later, Follow the Leader pushed density and imagery further. Space, travel, metaphysics. Rakim walked listeners through head-trip terrains while never abandoning battle posture. The title track's opening build and the relentless pace of Microphone Fiend became masterclass studies in flow discipline. Critically, this album cemented Rakim's status not as a novelty stylist, but as the standard bar for technical lyricism.
Rhyme can't be kept inside of me's erupting just like a volcano. It ain't the everyday style or the same old.
Chapter 6. Let the rhythm hit 'em. Weight and precision. Darker, more sonically dense. Let the rhythm hit 'em. Arrived amid a changing rap landscape, including Public Enemy's Political Fire, Gangstar's Jazz Chops, and NWA's West Coast Shockwaves. Rakim responded with tighter bar stacking and a heavy low-end sound bed. The title track Mahogany and Deep Cuts showed maturity and mood, expanding the pair's palette without chasing trends. The album later earned classic certification status among heads who value its mix of technical craft and grown man gravitas. Chapter 7. Don't sweat the technique and film crossovers. If previous records rewired flows, Don't Sweat the Technique proved adaptability. Jazz horn samples snap against boom-bap drums. Rakim toggles between cerebral and street with ease. Standout track Know the Ledge from the 1992 film Juice gave the duo a cinematic boost and a grittier narrative lane. Tensions between Eric B. and Rakim, creative control, business, and direction were mounting. After this cycle, the duo would split, closing one of hip-hop's most influential 4-album runs. Chapter 8. Split, Silence, and Everyone Studying Rakim. With the partnership paused and legal knots forming, Rakim largely disappeared from release schedules, but his absence made his impact louder. A new wave of lyricists, Nas, Big Pun, Black Thought, Mos Def, even early Jay-Z, absorbed Rakim's internal rhyme architecture and composed flows that assumed his innovations as the starting line. Heads debated, had the greatest MC retired, or was he sharpening the blade? Chapter 9. Solo Return. The 18th Letter and the Book of Life. The comeback landed in 1997. The 18th Letter, Rakim's solo debut, packaged with the Book of Life, which was a best of Eric B. and Rakim disc. Fans got new material and a historic refresher. Tracks like Guess Who's Back and It's Been a Long Time greeted an era now dominated by Biggie and Pac legacies along with commercialized rap, but Rakim proved his pen still cut. The release re-anchored him among lyrical royalty and introduced younger fans to the foundation cuts. Chapter 10. The Master. Guest verses, myth status. The Master, 1999, doubled down on technical bars for core fans. While mainstream radio had shifted toward glossy production, Rakim's authority voice and intricate rhyme webs kept his legend alive in underground and purist circles. The 2000s saw scattered guest spots, tours, and persistent rumors of a Dr. Dre project that never fully materialized. Add into the myth aura, which was that the God MC moves on his time. Chapter 11. The Seventh Seal. Legacy Tributes and Ongoing Influence. Rakim returned with The Seventh Seal, 2009, a spiritually toned, message-forward project released independently. Though not a commercial juggernaut, it reminded the culture that Rakim's voice still carried gravitas. In the 2010s and 2020s, anniversary tours, festival appearances, and documentary features recentered his status in hip-hop's canon. Younger MCs routinely cite him when discussing multi-syllable rhyme stacking, breath control, and intellectual depth in rap writing. Legacy Spotlight. Why Rakim Matters Forever. Flow innovation. Entering behind the beat. Conversational cadence. Jazz phrasing. Internal and multi-syllabic rhymes. Bars folded within bars laid the foundation for 90s East Coast lyricism. Spiritual and intellectual layers. 5% teachings, numerology, metaphor density, expanded subject matter. Calm delivery as power. Prove you didn't need to shout to dominate a track. Enduring blueprint. From Nas's narrative detail to Black Thought's breath control, to Kendrick Lamar's pattern switches, Rakim's DNA is everywhere. Here's your call to engagement. If Rakim changed the way MCs write, who changed the way you listen? Drop your favorite Rakim verse or the artist you think pushed his blueprint furthest in the comments below. Hit like if you respect the architects. Subscribe for more Golden Era deep dives and ring the bell so you don't miss the next chapter in the culture. Peace.